assure John and Liz that we will definitely take good care of her. She'll be one of us. We will do everything together. And if you have anything that is troubling you or making you happy, we will share with you. Last but not least, I want to say something in Cantonese, which I think I'm not good at. But 今晚咧，我哋睇到咧 ，Alice 同 Jane 都飲品翹住手啊。咁對新娘哥咧，我就想講，你就唔使而家開始周圍走啦啊！對嗰個新娘咧，我就希望每年咧有細佬哥咧就唔會撞門口啊！咁由出年起今年起咧，即係 one year later， 我哋希望咧我哋會有機會擺個滿月酒，多啲希望啊！我睇到Alice 而家抹緊汗啦 ，He must work very hard. And before I go, I would like to propose a toast to bride and groom. May you guys, honorable guests, please stand. To Jane and Alistair. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ma. Next, we'd like to invite up the father of the bride and my Uncle John.
各位親友，多謝各位莅臨小女允兒同埋佩欣嘅婚宴。為人父母睇到個女揾到個好歸宿，當然係好高興。我見到個成龍快婿，口水都掉低。我嘅感覺咧，好似唔係好耐以前咧，先至成日走嚟走去，送個女去學彈琴啊、畫畫啊、跳舞啊、課外活動啊，真係馬不停蹄。眨下眼個女就長大咗啦，而家咧就嫁咗俾一個姓馬嘅，希望咧就馬上有孫抱啦。呢對新人咧真係郎才女貌，天作之合。我祝福佢哋白頭到老，永結同心，美滿家庭，開枝散葉。Family and friends, I want to thank each one of you here today for coming to spend your time sharing in the marriage of my daughter to Alistair. My wife is from a very supportive family. As you can see, the Ting family clan are out here in force tonight. My wife has only 10 brothers and sisters, not very big one. And none of them lives in Hong Kong. And yet all of them are here tonight, together with their spouses and some of their children. They all flew in from Australia and Malaysia. Good on you guys. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my wife Liz, not just for being a good wife, but more importantly, an outstanding mother and the guiding light behind Jane's development. Behind Jane's pretty face, there is a caring person with a wonderful personality. I hope you all agree. Credit to my wife, of course. I also like to thank Dr. Arthur Ma and Mrs. Pauline Ma for raising such a fine young son. We are thrilled that he and Jane found each other. Jane is the dearest and nearest thing to my heart. So Alistair, don't think that I've given her to you unconditionally. I'm merely entrusting her to your care, albeit only for a lifetime. When Jane was born at the Royal Women's Hospital in Melbourne, seeing my joy and excitement and pride, the midwife told me in no uncertain terms that I was definitely going to spoil, pamper this little baby. I'm not going to tell you whether she was right. As an indication of the quality of her observation, she also said that Jane looked very much like me. Yes, indeed, Jane was delivered by a midwife rather than a doctor. Ever since, she's probably been looking for that missing doctor who failed to answer his call of duty. And that's probably why she's now marrying a doctor, to make up for it. Traditionally, the father of the bride is supposed to offer the newly married couple some words of advice on marriage. But after Pastor Ang's comprehensive sermon this morning, I'm afraid there's not much I can add to. However, for what it's worth, here it goes. Oscar Wilde said, sorry, I'm not quoting the Bible, women are meant to be loved, not understood. Not understood, sorry. Did I mess that one up? In all seriousness, I actually have some sound advice for the young couple. There are 4 things you need to remember. There's love, friendship, tolerance, and communication. These are all very easy to say, but can be hard to do. You just have to be all you can be to each other, appreciate each other, love each other, and never take one another for granted. Always remember that there is no challenge in marriage that cannot be overcome. All you have to do is remember 3 short sentences. I was wrong. You were right. And I love you. When said with sincerity, these words are very powerful. Jane, from now on, you will find that you make all the minor decisions, while Alistair makes the major ones. Alistair, I'm afraid you will find all future decisions turn out to be of a minor nature. Seeing the 2 of them happy together is what makes a father's heart overflow with joy and pride. They are the perfect gift to each other. And both Liz and I, along with Arthur and Pauline, are very happy and proud of them. And a couple of gorgeous grandchildren would make us even happier and prouder.
Thank you for that speech, Uncle Jonathan Leong, and for your very wise advice. Now for the 3rd speech of the evening, we'd like to introduce the grandfather of the groom, Dr. Ma Pei Yong.
To all dear relatives and friends, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is indeed a very happy day. I am most grateful to God for enabling me to be present here tonight. I have looking around, giving me the opportunity to see and meet again relatives and friends whom I have not seen for many, many years. On looking around, I see relatives and friends who have come from overseas, as far away as from Canada, from London, from various parts of Australia, from Malaysia, Singapore, and the Philippines. I want to thank them very much for gracing this function. And perhaps you may wonder why I am so excited, so happy, because it is an opportunity for me to witness the marriage of my grandson, Puyan. Hùng Phu Chỉ có dấu朋自遠方來，不亦樂乎. Confucius said, isn't it delightful to have friends coming from afar? I thank them for coming. Perhaps you may wonder why I address my grandson as Puyan. This is the Chinese name that I gave him when he was born. And if you want to know a secret, I did not know the name of the bride until last night when I asked her, what is your name in Chinese? Then she told me what it was. And since childhood, Puyan has been with me in Hong Kong for many years, right from his infancy to childhood to early teenage. Now, as an infant, Puyan is a very good baby. I am not exaggerating. Even as an infant, when his grandmother and I walked quietly to his room to see how he was absolutely quiet. You must have come across babies who started to yell and cry the moment they awake, and so no one is familiar around. But Puyan wasn't that. When his grandmother and I looked in and found him awake, we just watched slowly. And he would be rolling his head left and right, not a sound. He was very quiet. Then when we walked in to see him, a very beautiful thing happened. He would greet us with a lovely, spontaneous smile. This is a very heartwarming experience. Thank you, Puyan. And that was in his infancy. Then when he was about a year old, when we were staying at the Baguio Villas, I would carry Puyan to the balcony every morning when the weather was good. There, we just look across to the sea, and there were many blocks of flats at Baguio Villa. But the thing was, Puyan was very happy when he saw flights of birds flying between the various blocks. He would raise his hand and say, bird, bird, Bird. You see, that was a very nice experience. And after that, I would carry him into the dining area, sit him beside me. On the table, there would be the morning newspaper. On the front page, top left corner, Puyan would point that to me, and then, although he doesn't know what it was, he used his two hands, pop, pop, pop. He'll be tapping the table, indicating that there was a piano. There's a very nice memory I have. And finally, this is the third memory that is very dear to me.